If you like what you're seeing today and you're into wheeling, wrenching, fabrication, go ahead, like and subscribe. Well, let's start with some history, right? So these started as surplus wheels off of military issue H1s. They came in 3 different varieties. You have the 8-bolt wheels, which is like these blue and pink ones here. You have the 12-bolt style, which is like what I got these 42-inch rockers on here. There was also a 24-bolt style that you can get. The most popular ones to build you a set of wheels out of are definitely going to be the 8 bolts and the 12 bolts. 12 bolts are probably really your best go-to and setup to do. I went with 8 bolts because when I started my H1 project, I was 17 years old, scraping the bucket. I found a set of 8-bolt wheels, and that, dude, I'm 30 years old now. So however long I've been working on getting those ready. They were actually going to go on a different truck. These were going to go on a 74 F250 that I'd built as a teenager. Now they're going on my 90 F350, and it's a way cooler truck than my 74 was, minus the looks. One reason why the H1 wheels are really cool to build and use on your rig is because they are double beadlock. Like, one thing about these are meant for military trucks. They used to put these run flats in them on the 37-inch surplus tires. And that worked out really well. Today, we use a piece of PVC pipe cut down to act as our double beadlock. Basically what you're getting is a super durable, 4-man's, repairable double beadlock, right? It's basically the Hutchinson wheel, but you can put your own centers in them. You can change the offset to whatever you want them to be. You can put whatever rock rings on them, paint them really cool colors. Like I chose this crazy blue and pink combo because I like to be as obnoxious as absolutely fucking possible. Now here's how this works, right? So, you got the barrel of the wheel, right? That's the inside of your wheel. It holds your center. You have this right here. This is actually the beadlock part of the wheel. This goes inside the tire, and then you set the whole tire over the wheel. So like this is how it would end. Right? So the tire would be over this beadlock here. Set that down over the wheel. Set this in there. Bolt all this together. And your tire's on the wheel. That's done. My H1 locks here. Got to get all these studs in. The system I'm going to try out and what I think is going to work the best. It's got the stud, right? Spare lug nut. Fits decent. You get the idea. Pop this in there. Drop that lug nut down on there. Throw a washer on there for good measure. Got to make sure you drop shit. Super important. Anyways, washer's put on there. Throw the nut on there. Take my socket. Put it on the impact. if my plan is going to work here. That process 39 times. This is what it looks like getting these inserts into the tires, right? Just kind of gotta soap them up. I just use a little spray bottle here to soap them up with, and then you go ahead and just hop on them, man. Get them to pop down into the tire. Repeat that process until you got your tires full of them. Then you got to get your O-ring on the wheel, grease it up. I just use the grease out of my grease gun. Mine really didn't give me any problems. I've heard of people having issues with the O-rings being too small and having to figure out some way to stretch them out to get them to actually pop onto the wheel. But mine just were smooth as butter. Not too big of a deal. Right, then at this point, you just proceed to put the tire with the insert in it over the barrel of your wheel. It's pretty entertaining. It'll take a few. By the fourth one, you'll have it perfect. Getting there is kind of awkward though, admittedly. And another little trick is I found, like, you can just use a board or anything just to get the barrel up off the ground a little bit. I just grabbed the hub I had laying around from one of the Sterling axles and threw that down on the floor, and it was high enough to make it work. And then you got the balance beads. I guess what I should have done is just throw the whole bag in there, but I didn't. This is the first time I've used bagged balance beads. I've always had them in just a big bucket. And you take them out, measure them on the scale, and throw them in with the cup. But I made it work. We're doing alright. Then at this point, right, just throw the face on there. Kind of get it to sit right. Took me a little bit. Had to stomp on her to get her to see it in there, right? And just put all the nuts on and start dugging them down.
I went ahead, I torqued these down, 75, 100, 125. Military call out 75. These bigger, meatier tires are a little bit rougher, but they'll do 125 and be okay. And they seal up 100% too. That's the finished product, just rolling it away. There we go. If you like what you're seeing today and you're into wheeling, wrenching, fabrication, go ahead, like and subscribe.